Hi everyone, Hexmania here. So today I'm going to be unboxing and reviewing another Marvel Legends series. Now this has only just come out and I found it yesterday in the wild. So this is based on the brand new Spider-Man Brand New Day wave. And here with me today I have Spider-Man himself. So here he is in the packaging here. Now I've got to say I really do like this packaging design. It really is all sorts of colours going throughout. We can see we have this nice landscape of New York in one of the silhouettes here. We have the Marvel Studios logo along with the Spider-Man Brand New Day underneath. We can see this is for ages 4+. On the side here we can see we have the name of the character, which is Spider-Man, and on the top left we can see we have the Marvel Legends series logo, and we get some warning labels on the top right there. We can see we get this nice window display showcasing the figure along with the accessories. On the side here we have this nice little picture of Tom Holland's Spider-Man on the bottom here. We have the name of the character and we also get the Marvel Legends logo once again. On the other side here we get the Marvel Legends on the bottom and we get another image of Tom Holland's Spider-Man enlarged. On the back here we get the Marvel Legends logo, we do get a description and we get a nice picture of Tom once again with the New York and obviously his spider logo design in the background. So for the bio it does read, Spider-Man is back in action, keeping New York City safe. An anonymous hero and brilliant scientist, Peter Parker creates technology to build his own suit. So that's about it for the packaging. So let's get straight into it and crack this figure open. So it is very easy to do. All you do is just take off the sellotape like so. And basically you just take out your figure like that. And now I've noticed inside we do get this cool little spider logo for the wall print, which is very cool, so I probably will keep that. But that's about it for that. So just close it up and that's here is everything out of the box. So we can see that we do get a nice amount of accessories with our Spider-Man figure. Starting off, we do get these little web effects, which we can see they have been nicely sculpted. On the other side here, we do get these little clips, so we do get the option if you want to display this or maybe like a wall piece or on your figure in general. But we do get two sizes, so we get one big and one small. And like with the big one, we do get the clips on the back here. Next up, we get multiple pairs of hands. So we get two fitted, as we can see that we have on our Spider-Man figure. Next, we get two web shooting hands, as you can see like that. And then finally we get the pair of wall crawling hands. So this is really good to see, so we get the options to display our Spider-Man with any of these hand accessories. Now taking a look at Spider-Man himself, I got to say, for my first impressions of this figure, I actually do like the overall design, and I definitely like the shade of blue that we have here. So starting off with the head sculpt here, we can see that he's wearing his mask, which we can see we do have this nice black web lining running throughout, especially where it overlays the actual eyelids themselves, which you can see are in white, but we do get the black outlining for the bottom half. Moving down here with the spider logo, we can see this has taken inspiration from Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire's Spider-Mans. So I like the fact they've actually paid tribute to them too with this suit design this time around. We can see with the blue they've gone with is actually more darker than light. Now I know a lot of people are not a fan of it, but for me, I actually don't mind it. I quite like this shade. We can see we have more of the web lining going throughout his arms here, especially with his hands, but we do get some blue throughout. We can see for the waist part here we have the blue as well, and even his little belt here we have the red and web linings through. Having a look at his boots here, we can see that they are red, same as the rest of his suit, and we get the web lining once again. Underneath here we do get some peg holes, so we can attach our figure to any display stand if we want to. Having a look at the back here with the actual spider logo once again, this time around it is in red, and we can see that it's mostly blue for the back piece. But yeah, like I said, I actually do like this, and I did miss out on the No Way Home version of the final suit figure, but I'm glad that I picked this up because now I've got a new Tom Holland figure to go with my Spider-Man collection, especially when I eventually get Andrew Garfield and hopefully Tobey Maguire down the line. For the articulation, you can rotate Spider-Man's head left and right, obviously all the way around if you want to. It can look up about this much, which is really good for when you want to do photos, but it can't really look down as much. And you can sort of do a swivel, but not to the great extent. You can do the T-pose with his shoulders, as you can see, but we do have a butterfly joint, so that way it can help when you want to maneuver the arms around to get some really cool shots with the photos. We can fully rotate the arms all the way around like with any figure, as you can see. And you can do all butterfly. Well, we've got double joints for the elbows, which we can rotate all the way back like so. His hands can go all the way around, and it can go up and down, which is good. And it does have swivel here above the joints. Now, for the waist itself, you can bend it back that much, and it can bend about that much. So you can bend more backwards than, well, forwards than back, which is nice. You don't really get a swivel for the waist area here, which is a shame, but I guess that's what it is. I'm pretty much used to this because I do have the Miles Morales Gamerverse figure, and it does have the same articulation. Now you can do the splits like so. Can bend the leg that far out, and you can bend it at a decent pace backwards. You don't have any swivel on the bottom knees here, which is a shame. His feet can go up and down, and it does have ankle pivot. So for the articulation, yeah, I got to say, I'm very impressed with this, and I'm definitely looking forward to getting some really good photos with this figure and seeing what I can and can't do with it. Very quickly, I've just managed to loosen the feet, so like so. You can bend it downwards, and you can bend it upwards like so. For these web accessories, these are not really ideal for this figure, if I'm going to be completely honest. These are very loose and flimsy and will not stay on the figure unless you can get it into some angle, but I'll show you nonetheless. So you can see these little clips here at the bottom. They do attach to your figure, but it does not want to actually stay on, so it will just come off. But you can see where they were trying to go with this figure. But it does attach. But if you can find a way of getting them to stick on, then that's great. But yeah, they're probably just going to go in my drawer, and if I want to use them for a photo, I will definitely use them. But yeah, that's about it. Now it's time for the actual hands themselves. So here we could see that Spider-Man is with both of his fisted hands. So here they are, like so. And now let's put these down quickly, because now I'm going to swap them out for the other ones. So they are very loose to actually get out, which is fantastic to see. So you just pop them like so, and now you just get Spider-Man armless or handless. Now you just choose whatever one you want to use, and then you just pop it in your figure like so. And let's put in the other one. Perfect. So let's quickly get him into something simple. There we go. Give me a minute. There we go. So here is Spider-Man with his wall crawling hands, and you can see where I've done with this. I've just done it pretty simple with him just putting his hands up like so. But yeah, you can get him into some really good crawling photos, whether it's him crawling on the building or maybe just crawling on the floor. But that's that. And then obviously finally, let's take out these quickly. Alright, so I took that out very quick. And then we have the web shooting hand. So let's put that in. There we go. So like so. And then you just pop that like that. And that's about it. So let's put him like that. I gotta admit, I do like his web shooter hands. I think they're quite cool. But here they are, all put in. So yeah, overall, I really like the fact we get double pairs of these hands, so we can actually recreate some really iconic photos of Spider-Man. Alright, so doing some size comparisons now. Up first, here is the brand new day Spider-Man figure. Next to the Star Wars The Black Series from the Mandalorian Grogu. This is the Mandalorian and Grogu Deluxe figure. And here they are side by side. Up next, here is the new Spider-Man figure next to the Star Wars The Black Series Clone Wars Phase 2 Clone Trooper. And here they are side by side, and we can see they are more or less the same height. Next, here is the new Spider-Man figure up against the man, the myth, the legend. Here is the brown suit Wolverine from Deadpool and Wolverine, and we can see that Logan is slightly taller. And then last but not least, here is the Spider-Man figure next to my channel mascot, and that is the Marvel Legends Retro Spider-Boy. And as you can see, like with every figure, they are taller than Spider-Boy. So I guess that just about wraps things up for my review and unboxing on the brand new Spider-Man Brand New Day figure for the Marvel Legends series. Now, overall, I definitely did have a lot of fun playing around with Spider-Man, especially getting into his iconic shots from the movies and the series, or just some photos that you might find online instead. But I'm really glad that we get double the hand accessories, so that way we do get the option if you want to display it with the left or right hand. And you can see that I've managed to get the waist swivel, so you can rotate it left and right just so you can get him into his shot like this. Now, the only gripe I have with the accessories really is these webs. They don't really serve a purpose with this figure, and all I can see them being used for is if you want to use it or maybe like a wall design you have when you want to display in taking some photos with your action figures. But apart from that, that's about it. Now, I wish we did get some web swinging accessories, because that would have been better, because in that way we can actually get it displayed if we wanted to have him fly across the city or just hanging upside down in general. But the suit design itself I am a fan of, and I love the fact that they've incorporated with Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire. And yeah, I would definitely still recommend this, guys. It is a fun figure nonetheless. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and until next time, take care. Goodbye.